being here for Women's History Month. Women's History Month, y'all. We are knocking it out. But let me tell you, get ready. Because again, I say it again. I'm not even sure when you're seeing this. I'm not even sure what you got going on. But I'm here to tell you that this is going to be phenomenal. We have the women that are being featured through this series have been just off the chain. They have been, I think I just aged myself when I said that. I'm sorry. They have been phenomenal. So if you have not already, let me get serious. If you have not already gotten your pen and a pencil or let me put it like this here, something to write with and something to write on, I promise you will want to go get that now. You don't want to miss anything because let me tell you, nuggets have been dropped, help has been given, and you want to be a part of it. And like I have said, I don't care what episode you have caught, I'm going to say this and I'm going to keep saying it through every episode. I declare and decree that who you need to work with is going to be someone in this series. So I'm trying to tell you, this Women's History Month series is all that and a bag of chips. And I think I aged myself again. So I'm not going to belabor the time anymore. Our guest is already here. So I'm going to bring her up. It's going to, look, just get ready because she's going to be off the chain. I'm just going to let you know. What's up, Madonna?
Hey, girl, you know I'm happy to be here.
Wait a minute. Let me give it to you. Right there. Yes, welcome to the welcome. It's not like this is your first time ever being on a show with me, but tonight it's all about you and what you do and how you service the people, especially being a high achieving Christian female entrepreneur. Oh, that was a mouthful. But you know, sometimes we just gotta let people know from where we coming from. Don't come from us for us from in a certain way. Because when the Lord revealed it to us, it's on and popping. I'm sorry, did I go there? I did. Well, all right. I'm gonna let you go ahead and tell the people who you are and what you do and why you do what you do.
Listen, I am your girl, Madonna Williams, and I am the owner and CEO of Madonna Encourage Enterprises. I am a mindset coach. I'm an author. I'm an international singer. So don't sleep on me. I'm also a mother and a wife. But what I do and how I show up into the marketplace is I serve 9 to 5 women who are ready to make an impact in their dominion through social media. So I love doing that. That is something that I'm very passionate about doing it. And a lot of you, if you're connected to me in any kind of way, I'm doing it even when I am not coaching you, right? I'm already coaching you. So if I show up in your DM, hey, it's love, okay? I see that you're trying to sell something, queen. So I'm just trying to help you get the coin as fast as you can.
I love it. And you said something, and I think we tend to give this many definitions. What exactly is a mindset coach? What does that really mean? What does that entail?
Oh, I appreciate your question. So a mindset coach is really someone who helps you to transition from where you are currently to where it is that you ultimately want to go. So let's just say that you're a stay-at-home mom, or you're that 9 to 5 woman who's frustrated being over there, and you're just like there. You know that there is so much more for you to do, but there is a time and a place where you really do need a mentor to help you get from being in that season of frustration to moving into the place of being able to make the impact that you know that God has already called you to do. So sometimes people are just like, well, I have a pastor. Yes. I have a mother. Yes. They may be telling you some of the things that you want to hear, but I am the person who's been created to tell you what you need to hear in order for transformation to happen, in order for you to do the thing that God has already called you to do in this season.
I love it because so many times we do get mindset coaching mixed up with, oh, I can go to my pastor or I can go to a relative. But and you said you give it to them straight. So where do you think we miss it? Why do we think that we can't go to someone outside of those parameters to talk to, because I feel like when I did have that limited mindset, that those are the people I got it from. So how can they help me come out? So how do you help someone change their mindset even from that? Because just realizing where that closed mindset came from.
And I can agree with you there. I think perhaps, maybe like 6 years ago, I had that same mindset where nobody can't tell me nothing, number one. And that could be anybody. Number two, if you're not my mama, my daddy, I don't want to hear from you. Or, once you transition and you get saved, then you just feel like the only person who can tell you something is your pastor. But after being in these internet streets for a minute, what really has helped me is all my other queens and kings that's out here in these streets who's helping me doing a specific thing, right? So yes, your pastor may be able to help you shift in a spiritual capacity that will help you with salvation. Your mother may be able to speak truth into your life where it helps you with transformation with your children. But a lot of times when you are trying to make an impact in the thing that God has called you to, you need a coach. And sometimes it's a very specialized area. So if you're trying to write a book, you need a specialist in that area who can help you from start to end. And it's the same thing that translates whenever it comes to your mindset, because there's a lot of things and a lot of ways you want to make an impact, but you don't know how to show up. So you really do need to sit with yourself and say, number one, this is where I am. Number two, this is what I want to do. And now that you know those two things, here I come, because I'm ready to help you get the things that your heart desire and the things that God desires for you.
So what if I don't know where I am? Is that something that I can come to you with as well? Because a lot of times, and I think we've had this conversation behind the scenes before. So this is why it came to me. It's like, what if I don't know I need a mindset coach? What if and this is what I want you to share with the people. What if I think I got it all together, but yet and still, when you see them, you be like, that's kind of confusing, because I'm good for that one. Y'all know I'm quick. I'm lost. And usually my face will say it. So how can I, watching this today, know that I need a mindset coach? How do I know that I have limiting beliefs? How do I recognize that I have been living in imposter syndrome, that I may even be suffering from imposter syndrome? How do I do that? How do I know? What are some key things to know that I need to find Madonna today?
Listen, okay. So to be honest, a lot of times what happens for us has been happening, but you may not have recognized the actual steps or emotions that's been coming up for you. So a lot of times people will feel like, I want to do, I want to have $1 million. Let's just start with something really big, right? Or I want to be able to have a business. Or I see some people on social media and I want to be able to do that, whether it's a book or whatever it is. And you start getting these thoughts like, I don't think I'm good enough. You start having these thoughts that I'm not smart enough. By the time you start having some of those thoughts, which I call ants, right? Your automatic negative thoughts. Like when you start having those, especially sometimes in the morning, or if you get an inspiration or idea or a dream to go and do something, and then those ants come, then you need to be like, okay, wait a minute. These things are here as a distraction. That's when you need a coach, because you're just like, this is what I want to do. Like I said, when you already know where you are and you know what you want to do, that's when you need a coach, because those automatic negative thoughts is going to come. But when you have someone else who has the belief in you that you can do it, for me, sometimes it's just been like the same thing with a book or same thing with recording a song. I may be wanting to do it, but sometimes I need a coach too, just for encouragement to say, Madonna, you want to do it? You can do it. And so I have had somebody had to walk me and hold me by the hand to do certain tasks And that's the same thing that I just want to be able to convey to that person. If you know that there's something that you want to do, and you're, for some reason, something's going on in the background where you don't feel like you can do it because of the automatic negative thoughts, that's when you need a coach.
Wow. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you know I'm visual. So when you said ants, all I started thinking about was those red ants. So if anybody from the country,
listen,
I'm sorry,
here,
you know about the red ants.
yes.
Red ants, because you know them red ants don't play. Them red ants start stinging. And when you start to think about that sting, those are those negative thoughts, because all you want to do is jump, when all you got to do is stand still and just brush it off. And
Right.
that's what we messed up with those red ants, because those red ants, you got to, if you just brush them off, they stop. But when they start stinging, that ain't what you think.
No, honey. Mm-mm. But here's the thing about the ants, though. Sometimes we have those ants, and then we just say, oh, that means I'm not supposed to go forward. But that's a lie. You are supposed to go forward, because you was given the vision or the dream or the idea. That means you're supposed to be moving forward in that. But a lot of times you're like, oh, it hurts, it's painful, and you start thinking, I'm not smart enough, I'm not good enough. Then that's when it's just like, that's when you really need a coach, in order to have somebody to have accountability, to have encouragement, and someone who's going to have the belief in you that you may not believe in yourself for right now. So sometimes I do see a lot of self-sabotaging in that you start saying, well, I couldn't do it because you start saying, I didn't have this, I didn't have the education, I didn't have the pedigree. When I was small, I didn't have the right parents, like how they say I wasn't born on the right side of the tracks. You start sabotaging yourself, start saying, I couldn't do this because, I couldn't do this because, whether it's, no matter what it is. So if God say, okay, start a YouTube channel, like how he's told me, sometimes, he'll tell you to go do something and you say, well, I don't have the money. And then I'm just like, wait, hold on. Did God tell you to go and start a YouTube channel? Then go start one. Guess what? It's free. And then the same thing, if God told you to go and start a podcast, okay, go start one. There's free opportunities for you there too. So don't hold yourself back or hinder yourself because God told you to go and do something. Go and do it. Make some steps. Even if you just say, Madonna, I want to do it. Okay, child, just give your girl a call, okay? Because I will walk you through it. I will encourage you so that you can just get to the next stage. Because the thing that's on the inside of you, here's the thing. Somebody else needs that gift that you have, whether it's to teach somebody, whether it's to create something, whether it's to design a gown, whether it's a new song, somebody needs that. And you holding it back and letting those ants hold you back from your greatness and from pulling somebody else along, right? Like Harriet Tubman. Okay, you need to be over here trying to move it along. And the thing that I just want to encourage you is like, I'm here to help you. Like, you don't have to be alone. You can have accountability and you can have the encouragement.
I love it. I love it because, along with the accountability the encouragement does come encouragement, because sometimes when just having that accountability person that speaks volumes, and you just don't even know, just knowing you got somebody say, hey, you got it. Yeah. You can really conquer the world just with that. You got it.
Yeah.
Because trust and believe. I need to hear it myself. And it's like, and I think another thing that people need to remember in this phase, don't depend on people automatically in your circle to encourage you, because that's where it's not going to come from. What are your thoughts about that? People that say, oh, I got friends around me, I got all these people around me. And we know that usually the main people that are going to encourage you aren't those people. So what's one thing I can do to help me change that mindset, or even to open my eyes to see that?
So for me, one of the things that I had to actually intentionally do is open myself up to the possibility of talking to other people, right? Because even with that, there was those ants there, meaning the thing that your mother told you at, 2, 3, 4, and 5, don't talk to strangers. As an adult, you have to put away those childish things and know, okay, there was a time for that, But now is the time for you to seek out some help and be okay with asking for help, because sometimes we don't want to do that. So what I actually did was, I have a Pinterest account, and I also actually have a vision board, and intentionally said I wanted to set out to meet certain people this year, this many number of people, like new people, to be new in my network, just to help expand my territory and enlarge my mindset. I wanted to be able to be more open to people. And so by doing that, that was so helpful for me. And I really do encourage you, if that is something that you just want to continue to grow in your network, or just say, I think I want to be able to meet this many people this year, like 5 new people, and just watch how that will open up. And another way you can do that is just through books. A lot of times we only read like the same sort of books every year and not expand ourselves in that way. So you definitely want to be able to open yourself up in that way. And that's just as a tip. But as far as, I think I probably need to circle back to the question. In order for you to know how to be able to reach out to your friends or expand beyond, sometimes your friends are they're not going to push you, right? They want to keep you safe, almost like your mindset. It wants to keep you safe. So if your mindset said don't talk to strangers, your mindset is just going to keep you to your friends. So what I'm trying to encourage you is, that this is where you are, expand yourself and say, I just want to open it up to 5 more people. And then also consider this affirmation: I am safe. So once you start telling yourself that you're safe in that particular environment, your mind will allow you to unlock the door to the new possibilities that awaits you.
I love it. I love it. And as always, y'all know we running out of time. So I got my one last question for you. It just never fails. When you hear Church Girl CEO, what does that mean to you?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So many things. Okay. And she said we running out of time. Okay. So the first thing, it means sisterhood. I do want to say that sisterhood and accountability. It means mastermind groups. So there has been opportunities to where we can do the 21-day prayer challenge and just feel like a sisterhood or community. It feels like that inside the group. It also feels like expansion. Okay, let me just keep it real. So whenever there's opportunities for missions and going to Africa and doing those sorts of things, or just being able to do something here in the States, like being able to do the scholarship opportunity for young girls who are preparing for college, it means mostly those things. So community, sisterhood, expansion. Those, I'm gonna say, those are my top 3. Those are my top 3.
I love it. I love it. I love it, especially for the expansion. Because I'm going to tell you right now, don't connect to Church Girl CEO if you're not ready for your borders to be enlarged. Because we believe in the prayer Jabez.
Yeah.
In more ways than one. You would not, but let me just tell you, you get on board, you'll know what we're talking about. Well, all right, Madonna, tell everybody how they can connect with you if they're ready for this mindset coach, or they just need to have a quick minute with you to even get direction. How can they reach you?
I love it. So you can definitely reach me on pretty much all the social media platforms at Madonna Encourage, as is shown below. And that is capital I, capital N, Courage, on YouTube, on podcasts, on Facebook, business page, Instagram, however you would love to connect. I would love to be able to connect with you and stay engaged with you and what's going on in your world.
I love it. Thank you so much, y'all. This is a wrap for us for this wonderful evening. And I hope you glean some things. And I'm going to tell you right now, just go ahead and book the call so you can see where you are and how to get your mindset shifted and changed in order to reach that next level. Well, all right, guys, it's been fun. It's been real. I love you to life, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Have a good one. Peace.